Hey, what's good, family? So, today I'm going to be talking about Touch OSC. So, if you're like me, maybe you've heard of Touch OSC before, but never had an occasion or reason to use it. So, not too long ago, my world collided with Touch OSC when I was trying to create some cinematic pieces. I wanted to make some dynamic and emotive movements using some of these instruments that were designed to be used with an XY pad. Now, I mainly compose in Logic, and I knew how to pull up the XY pad on the Logic Remote app on the iPad. So, for whatever reason, my tiny mind could not get this combination to work. It kind of worked, but it didn't really work. So I became extremely frustrated. So I turned to the internet for a little help. So I think I read it on Reddit, and they got some smart guys on there, by the way, where some guys had suggested using Touch OSC to create your own XY pad. So what is OSC? OSC stands for Open Sound Control. So let's see here, yada 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 yada.
This simple yet powerful protocol provides everything needed for real-time control of sound and other media processing while remaining flexible and easy to implement.
Okay, I like that. So what do I need to make this happen? So I moseyed on over to the TouchOSC site and saw some really cool examples of how the software was being utilized. So TouchOSC has a lot of really cool pre-made templates. But the really special thing to me is that you can create and customize your own to meet your specific need. Okay, so what is this going to cost? So it's an iPad app, so it can't be too off the chain. But if it's more than 99 cents, I ain't fing with it. Okay, $4.99. I'll have to skip lunch tomorrow, but I can deal with that. So this is not a tutorial on how to create custom Touch OSC screens, but it's more about sharing ideas and concepts. So how it works is you create your custom screen on your computer. The editor is compatible with Mac OS, Windows, and Linux. Once completed, you transmit your design over to your iPad, iPhone, or Android device. So my first Touch OSC screen is crude but effective. I wanted to design something that corresponded to the main controls of Straylight. So Straylight is a cinematic contact library made by Native Instruments. So the main screen has basically 5 main controls. There's 4 knobs at the bottom that control tonal and effect type things. And of course, there's the all-important XY control area. I also included patch up and patch down buttons. This allows me to change the patch on the fly. So I could only get patch up and patch down to work in Straylight. So maybe your brilliant minds know how to get this to work in other contact libraries. If so, please feel free to leave a comment below. So in case you are wondering, the 3 buttons at the bottom are just assigned to MIDI notes, C0, C1, and C2. I included those so I can change patches and trigger notes while walking around the room with the iPad. So the green text at the bottom is just my company name, and its only purpose is to impress the ladies. Another cool feature is that you can have multiple pages, so you don't have to try to cram every single control on one screen. So my second screen is just a generic duplicate of the first that works with all the other contact libraries. So here I'm using my generic XY pad with Exosphere. So Exosphere is a very deep and monstrous contact library. Definitely check it out if you're not already hip to it. So, in case you were wondering, this is all working by MIDI over Wi-Fi, and there's no perceptible delay. So if anyone wants more details on how to set all this up, just mention it in the comments below. So I know I'm just scratching the surface here of the possibilities of TouchOSC, but I'm pretty sure your brilliant minds will take this way beyond what I've done. Todd M here with your music tech and tutorial videos. So they tell us to ask for the like or subscribe at the beginning, but I always forget. So if you enjoyed this, a thumbs up or subscription would definitely be appreciated. If you don't know, now you know. And as always, thanks for watching.